Oops. Okay, so got some more stuff in the mail today. I'm excited about that. I'm not exactly sure what all is in the mail, what all came in it, and first things first, about everybody knows that I use a seamer down now, so I know what this is. So let's take a look right here. I had my old one for about 6 years, and it finally went kapooey on me the other day in the middle of a job. So I had to order another one, and I wish I had waited a few days before I ordered it, because another gentleman got a hold of me and actually said that he has a whole mess of them, and I probably could have got one for free. But anyway, this is my new seamer down now. Like I said, my other one I had for about 6, maybe 7 years. And it only comes, the last time I got one, it only comes with a 1-year warranty. And, but it lasted about, yeah, I hear you. What a beauty, I hear you. It lasted about 6 years or so. I just had to screw that top on right there, and that is going to be it. So I am super excited about having a brand new one. Hopefully I'll get another 6 years or so out of that. I'm going to lower this down just a little bit, because I got a whole box of stuff. Where's it at? I got a whole box. Let me turn it around. Got a whole box of stuff right there to open up that a gentleman sent me from the Traxx Corporation. His name is Al Gladden, and I want to thank him very much. It's a really heavy box. Oh, I'm not even exactly sure what all came in this, so I'm kind of excited to see what's going on here. As a matter of fact, it's Traxx Corporation. I just noticed it actually on this seamer down now box right here. Traxx Corporation, Cool Glide Traxx Corporation, and I didn't know until the gentleman told me, but they have actually bought out Persona, and a long time ago, probably 5, 6, 7 years ago, I can't remember, I stopped using Persona blades. I was using them for a long time, and I stopped using them because for whatever reason, they went to, they started not being so hot, so I stopped using them and I went to Oricon blades. Well, now Traxx Corporation has bought Persona, so there's supposed to be better blades and stuff like that. And also, Traxx owns like 90% of the tack strips that are out there. So I'm excited to see what the gentleman has sent here. Okay, oh my goodness gracious. Well, first off, he sent me a super wide seam roller. That's awesome, because I do use a smooth seam roller. You guys see me use the Oricon smooth one, and I am really highly, I don't use the spiky ones, and sometimes I might do a video on that. However, the spiky ones will leave fuzzy strips in carpet and stuff like that. So I always use a smooth roller. So I got me a new one by Persona, which that is super awesome. This is a 6-inch one. I think my other one is like 4 inches long. A whole bunch of pencils. I mean, just oodles and oodles of pencils. And let's see what this is here. All right. So I got me a Persona 4-inch scraper. Got a nice grip right there. That's going to be super awesome, because actually, as a matter of fact, I got a blister right there today from using a common regular scraper. So this is going to be really awesome. Them little Home Depot ones have rough handles and stuff like that. I've never had a carpet brand like Persona or Crane. I've never had one of those type of scrapers. So this is going to be super awesome. I love that fat grip right there. That's going to work super great. Let's see, this box of pencils came open, so we'll just dig around it. Everybody knows that I use my Pam Gun, and this is Yeah, he even marked it right there, Pam Gun. This works for the Pam Gun. However, this brand is Sticks Type Plus, and it is put out by Traxx. Traxx Corporation. So this is going to be awesome. Wood, metal, concrete, vinyl, rubber, and plastic. 180 seconds open to 8 minutes to cure. So this is going to work really good on the Pam Gun. So I'm really glad about that, because people around here don't use Pam Guns. So I've not been able to find them anywhere. And that's when the gentleman messaged me, I told him a list of things that I couldn't find around here. So I'm hoping that he actually told me, man, I got just a huge oodles of pencils. And he said, I told him I use the Power Hoe 250. You guys have seen me use that for years in Arizona. And it has the yellow glue on it. Is there a way you can... Oh, never mind. Sorry, that was a comment on a different video. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, this is the S40 right here. Sticks 40, I think is what, yeah. Sticks 40. And he said this was going to be really comparable to the Power Hoe 250 that I'm used to using. However, it does have the white glue on it. I told him I wasn't too fond of it. He said, give it a try and see what you think, because this is going to be real comparable to the Power Hoe 250. So I'm down with giving it a try. Here is S20. This is supposed to be, snap, I missed your comment, buddy. I'm sorry. Let me get my big screen going on up here so I can read the comments here. Sorry about that, you guys. I should have had this going already. Okay. There we go. Now let me turn my volume down here. Okay. So this is supposed to be, where do you get that scraper? It looks nice. This is a Persona scraper, is the brand name of it. I'm sure, I tell you what, whenever I get done, I will go to, I'll go on my Amazon thing there, and I'll try to leave links to everything that I got here that I can find on Amazon, okay, and that'll help you out. Hi Bill, how you doing? I'm gonna try to answer these real quick. Nuts got a Pam Gun and love it. I hear you. I'll never drive another concrete. Never drive another concrete. Now, the Pam Guns are great for that. However, if it does get hot, they will give way. If you use a Pam Gun in the middle of a doorway or in front of a window where light is coming through, it is a hot melt gun, and it will give way when that glue heats up, okay? So I always, if I'm using a Pam Gun to fasten to the concrete, I will always use a little bit of jet tack just to support that, because it Pam Gun is a hot melt gun. I got videos on that. You can check out power stretching on ceramic tile, and it shows how I do that, because Pam glue itself, if it gets hot, it will give way. Just bought a seamer down now myself, Josh Walker says. A couple months back, ran into a bowed out row this week during an install. That row didn't stand a chance. Bam, that's exactly right. Mine went out, like I said, I had mine for about 6 years, and it finally went out. And that very same night I came home and I ordered me another one. I'll never be without another seamer down now at all. Go Spurs, go. Where do you get the jet tack? That is a good question. The gentleman that sent me this stuff said that L. Fisher in Nashville, if I ain't mistaken, I think he said that L. Fisher in Nashville, I could get the jet tack there. I think. I can't be positive about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said. So anyway, I can get all of my Power Hoe products there. So this Traxx is a distributor of the Hoe Southeast. He distributes all kinds of products to the Hoe Southeast of the United States. He does J.J. Haynes, L. Fisher, Southland. All of those distributors get their stuff from here. I can get it at Tools for Flooring. Are you talking about the jet tack? You can get jet tack at Tools for Flooring? because I'm pretty sure I looked. And if you can, that's great news, and I really appreciate you sharing that. Can you confirm that you are getting your jet tack from Tools for Flooring, Cisco? Anyway, this here is S20, which is, yes, thank you, I appreciate that. This is S20, and it is supposed to be right comparable with the K20, and again, it has the white tape, white glue on it. So we'll see how that stuff works. I've tried the white glue a number of times. Okay, looky here, we got even these now. Traxx are making the electric staples. I had no idea, which I'm new to this part of the country. I haven't been in this part of the country for almost, awesome, thank you. I haven't been to this part of the country in almost 9 years, 8 years or something. So Duo Fast is what I've always used. This looks just like a Duo Fast box. However, it is Traxx. So I guess Traxx is the main distributor in this part of the country. So that is really awesome that they come out with the 5418D staples, which absolutely works for your electric staple gun. I do use these, however, I never did stop using Persona. Thanks for all your good info. You're welcome, buddy. I really appreciate you saying that, and I thank you for watching. I have never stopped using the Persona trimmer blades. I never noticed a difference in these. The ones I noticed a difference in was the knife blades, and there for a bit you could even see the edges of them they didn't look the same. Okay, so that's why I switched to the Orcon blades, but I'm going to give these a shot, and if they're good, then I'll just go right back to Persona. But anyway, like I said, I have always stuck with the Persona trimmer blades. I use power hold staples and blades. Okay, I've never used the power hold blades before. So, well, here we go. Traxx Professional Carpet Round Blades 017. I will give them a try. Sounds like they're in the little packs, and that's exactly what I like because they are so convenient to load your, yes, they are in individual 10 packs. And I really like that. Let me open this up here. Thoughts on round edge carpet blades. I always use them. I never use a square edge Max. I never have. I have one time. I tried them out just because, and I tell you what, it was so crazy. Look how much it went. Ooh, I like these little packs. This is like the Orcon blades. Come, see if I can get these open without cutting my fingers. Okay, so check these out. I'm gonna get this real close. This little bit of round right there made a huge difference to me whenever I tried to use the square blades. With that being rounded and not square, just that little bit missing right there on the corner, having that point there on a square, just a little bitty bit, I was constantly snagging that square point on everything. If I was coming up to cut something and go like that, as I was coming up, that little bitty point made a huge difference to me. And I guess it's because I've always been used to the round blade. So I guess it's just what you get used to. It seems to me though, that if you're using a square blade, as soon as you get rid of that square point there, it's gonna be dull. You know what I'm saying? This is already rounded. It's not gonna just wear that point right off there. So let me catch up on these. Yeah, to each their own. How's it going, Cody? That brand of staples does not break apart like Duo Fast. Okay, well, I'll have to try them out. Oh yeah, them blades is the thing. I was using those drywall triangle blades and it broke into, yeah, I have a hard time understanding you, Cody, I'm sorry. Hey, buddy. Hi, Sean, how are you, buddy? Thanks for joining. Bobby Griffin, the ones for your pad gun, you can drop a roll of staples and it will stay together. That's awesome. That's really good to know because a lot of times the staples will get all broken up, okay? Like I said, he sent me a whole bunch of different seamen tape to try out. The 50-tendies are really durable. All right, cool. This is the S50. Wow, this is wider. I think this is like a 4-inch tape. He was telling me about having a 4-inch tape, a 35-inch tape, and stuff like that. this is definitely wider. I wish I had a tape measure in here. Yes, it is wider. Okay, so this is let's see here, hot melt adhesive seam tape, and this is for anyway, let's just look at the difference in thickness of that. See how much wider that is, and this is for a regular conventional iron. When we was talking on the phone to him the other day, I never even knew that there was, when I put my tape on this, I think it was 3.5. I did not measure this. So this is gonna be like, what is that? Maybe 4.5, because it's about 1 inch thicker. He said, you mean to tell me as long as you've been laying carpet, you didn't know they made that dip? No, I didn't. I only knew of the regular standard. Here's another fat roll. This is S120, and this is approved by Shaw Floors for lifeguard backing. Okay, approved by Mohawk for Unibond backing right here. So this is for the life-proof backing. Have you guys seen that? It has a very little bit of tape glue on it, so it has less than your average seam tape is what it looks like for the life-proof backing. Excuse me. Let me see if I can get, what are your thoughts on rubber baseboard molding? I don't particularly care for that kind of stuff, because whenever you do it, I do it sometimes. If people will have pets and stuff like that, I will do the plastic trim and stuff like that, just for the sake of it holding up to the pets peeing on it and stuff like that. But I don't like it whenever you cut it. It's like it melts, and you always have to trim off little pieces that, like if you melt something, you'll have a little melted ball there on the edge of it. You have to trim it off with your knife. So I do not like the I don't like to trim the rubber molding at all. So anyway, this is a S120, and so far all of these tapes I have not seen ever in my life. Okay, so if anybody has seen them and would like to comment and give me your feedback, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, and again, this is another fat roll. This is a 4.5 inch roll. I hope my battery don't go dead. I was really close. I hope my battery don't go dead. I was really close. I was like 20% when I started this, so I really need to hurry. This is a S30, and it is a, ooh, look at all that. This is really got a lot of glue on it there. And again, this is a 4.5 inch roll, and it is again made by Sticks. So again, that's another roll that I haven't heard of. And the S10W for light to medium residential. Okay, now this is what, excuse me, the Power Hold 250 is for light commercial and medium residential, or light to medium residential. Okay, so this is got not as thick as glue on it, and it's gonna not, this, since it is for light, I'm sorry, I had a long day, I'm like kind of tired there. So since this is for light to medium residential, this has a lower glue, lower thickness of glue, so it should work better as far as seeing the little hump whenever you put your seaman tape down and you stretch it. The little hump that you see in your seam, this is a lower profile tape, so it should work better for that. And the seam tape comes tumbling down. Stacking it up too far. If this gets cut off, you guys, I am extremely sorry, okay? So again, I got more. Okay, here are some more. Okay, right there it is. So I was telling him about that. These blades, I guess since Traxx bought out Persona, new and improved edge on their blades. Okay, so that's good. Actually, he sent me two packs of them, which is great, and both of these are new and improved, so that's really good. Let me see if I can get it on these. Sports of Destiny, back in the day, they had tape wider than that. Yeah, they have 6-inch rolls of tape for the 6-inch iron, but I've never, oh my goodness, look at this. Dang. Thank you so much for this. Look here, this is a huge box of 4-inch scraper blades from Persona. That is awesome. That's 100 blades. I've never bought a box that big of scraper blades, and that's going to go in this. So this is going to last me a long time. Really appreciate that, Al. And also, what we got here, 50 blades of Persona blades. I've never gotten a box this big. I usually get them in the 10 packs of 8-inch scraper blades for my 8-inch razor scraper. So this is going to last a long time too. Thank you so much for that, Al. This stuff is going to help out tremendously, okay? And I think that's it. Outside, he's got his card here and stuff like that. I'm gonna put it up here on the screen and let you guys see who was kind enough to send me all this stuff. And again, I just got oodles and oodles and oodles of pencils. I mean, just like a whole bunch of construction pencils. And this is the gentleman right here. Let me put this here. If you guys can see that, his name is Al Gladden, and he is with the Traxx Corporation. He distributes to all of Southeast warehouses and stuff like that. Thank you very much for all of these products. It is going to be a tremendous help, and I am really excited to try out the new Persona blades and this bad boy right here for sure, because of that blister right there from a scraper today. So this is really going to be nice. Really glad. I've actually considered getting one of these before, and I was like, yeah, I hate to spend money on something if I got one. And I've had one, so it was hard to spend money and buy another one. Okay, so I think that's it. This other box is there just for support on the bottom of that. Well, I have a ton, I mean an absolute ton of seamen tape to experiment with, to try out, and all of that kind of stuff. Has anybody heard of any of these tapes? I would like to know in the comments. If you have, again, I'm gonna run through them real quick, and I hope my battery stays good. I want to tell you how much I appreciate your videos. I've learned so much from you, and have become a better installer because of you. You're a great installer and a great person. Truly, thank you. Thank you so much for that, Josh. I really do appreciate that, okay? Max, whatever you left there, or I think it was you, maybe it was Sean, I'm not sure. Things like that will get blocked, because if it is a link or something like that, or bad language, I've went through and set my settings so no bad words or nothing like that will show up. So something is hid there. I'm not sure exactly what it is. What's the value of the box? These, that is hard to say. I think these, if you can buy the dual fast ones of these for like $7. The blades, I don't know what these go for because I haven't bought them. Yeah, I have never heard of Traxx either until I moved here to Tennessee, because it's a Southeast thing, if I ain't mistaken. These, I've been getting regular blades for like $10.23, which that was a great deal. These, okay, that's cool, Sean, that's all right. These Personas go for about $17 or $18 a box, so we could say 20, 40, 60. I don't know about these. I've never bought that many of the 4-inch scrapers or these, and I don't know. You know, I would have to do some research. I don't even know what one of these scrapers go for. I don't know what this goes for. Al Gladden, if you're on here, if you're looking, could you help me out? I don't know how much this stuff cost. Maybe you could give me some kind of an idea what you think this stuff would cost. I haven't seen you comment or anything like that, but if you are watching, I would be grateful if you could maybe give an estimate on how much this stuff is worth, because I really don't have a clue. Seamen tape, you guys know that stuff runs $10, $12, $13 a roll depending on what brand. So we'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 12. I'm not very good at math. You guys know I only went through 6th grade. So 6 times 12, 20, 40, 60. We'll just say 80. I don't know. I'm gonna say maybe somewhere between $150, $200 worth of goods here, maybe even more than that. I don't know about these because I've never used this brand, which I'm excited to use these because I use my Pam glue quite often for all kinds of stuff. That box is worth about $149.99. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hi Matt. Traxx knee pads are great. Okay, I will have to check into that. And something else, okay? Right quick, I hope my battery lasts before this. I see this right here, and CFI teaches with a Cool Glide. How many people out there use a Cool Glide? I hope everybody knows out there that I like to do the best that I possibly can on my jobs, and if this is going to be an improvement, I would definitely consider getting one. If you guys will leave in the comments, how many of you guys use a Cool Glide, and how much better is it than the average iron? I mean, it's got to be better if the CFI people, I hope it's okay that I say this gentleman's name, Ben Boatwright, was telling me that. He teaches all of everybody that works under him and goes to his CFI classes and stuff like that, he teaches with the Cool Glide, okay? So I'm considering that. Traxx is very good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that people have heard of it. Pam glue sticks are around 70 cents each. Kind of pricey, but works very well. Yes, you're exactly right. I would use if the seam tape was not so expensive. Well, when I was talking with Ben Boatwright here a few months ago, he said that he was getting the Cool Glide seam tape for about the same price as you can get a regular roll of Oricon K20. So I'm considering it. You guys, I know, Sean, I think you said that you use the Cool Glide. Anybody else on there that uses the Cool Glide, I would appreciate some feedback on it. And he said, I don't know. Cisco says, I don't know one installer that uses them. Well, Pronies are the best, period. They make you feel good while you're making your money on your knees. I hear you. Okay, anyway, I would like some feedback on this right here, please. If I could get some anytime, just in the comments or whatever. And I greatly appreciate it. I've done a whole lot of live streaming and stuff like that here lately, and I have got a ton of footage. As a matter of fact, I've actually got videos already uploaded on YouTube in my private section. All I gotta do is trust me, once you start using a Cool Glide iron, you'll put your old iron away and not use it much anymore. Okay, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Traxx sells the, Traxx sells the Cool Glide, so maybe I could get one of those, and we'll see how it works out, okay? It's hard to spend $400 or $500 on a seam iron, but we'll see what happens, okay? And like I said, I do have tons of footage on my already recorded, and I've got videos already uploaded to YouTube in the private section. All I gotta do is go through there and put in my keywords and all of that kind of good stuff. And I think you guys will really enjoy this next video that's coming out, okay? I'm gonna get off of here. Cool Glides are great for repairs, not for installing, in my opinion. Okay, well, thank you for your feedback on that, Bobby. I appreciate that. The only thing that concerns me about that is doorway seams. It's very expensive, but much worth it. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Excuse me. The only thing that kind of concerns me about that Cool Glide is doing doorway seams, and I always see that it burns pad. If you don't rip up the pad, it always burns. There's supposed to be some little sliders or something that go underneath of it, like a Teflon thing or something like that, that keeps the Cool Glide iron from arcing off on the staples, because it works like a microwave. As you guys seen, I did a video on that here a while back, actually a few months ago, called Does the Cool Glide Suck? And the tape was burnt up bad. And Ben Boatwright actually got on there and told me what the deal was. If I ain't mistaken, he commented on that. Said that it was used improperly, and it was arcing off of the staples. Well, there's supposed to be like a little slide that goes underneath. Now this, I've never used one. This is just what I've heard. That goes underneath of your seaman tape and stuff like that. And when you get to the end, then you pull your tray out or your slide out or something like that, and that protects the Cool Glide from arcing off on the staples and stuff like that, okay? So, thank you, sweetheart. She brought me a cup of coffee. You guys want to say to hello to Mrs. Floresby, Mrs. FBSB, and if it's not burning the pad, you don't have it centered over the tape and the setting is up too high. There's the superstar, Max said. Yeah, she is. She's really great.
I'm only a superstar at doing stuff like this.
Yeah, you guys have seen that before.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys. I'm going to get off here before my battery goes dead, and I really oops, go ahead. Oh, and I really appreciate you guys' feedback on that, and I'm definitely going to nice arts and crafts. Yeah, my wife is pretty handy about that stuff. She made that Cody out of a bunch of my old work shirts. Those are my really old work shirts that she just kind of cut up and made me like a little banner to go there behind me. So she's pretty crafty with that. Anyway, I want to get off here because my battery's going to go dead. I only had 20%, but when I started. But anyway, Al Gladden, Traxx Corporation, I greatly appreciate it. And I'm definitely really excited to use all of these new products and try them out. The staples, the Traxx blades, all of this new seamen tape I'm thrilled to use because I don't like talking about other products on here, but since I've came back, I was using the Oricon K20, and I'm not even gonna say nothing, but anyway, I'm glad to have some more seam tape. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I greatly appreciate it, and I am going to consider getting a Cool Glide if it's going to improve my work, because that's what it's all about, doing a great job and helping out my fellow installers. So God bless you all. I really appreciate it, and have a good